Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a great and wonderful day. Well, what we have here is an assassination attempt, or, well, not attempt, an assassination on the UnitedHealth CEO, Brian Thompson. Now, I'm going to be going into some things here of what we have on some of the bigger information on this individual here. Be as it may, but what we have here and the information that we're gathering as more information is coming out fast and quickly, we have this here just in video footage released of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson being executed by a masked gunman. Video footage shows a man in the gray backpack pulling out a pistol with a silencer on it before opening fire. The man was seen firing multiple shots at Thompson, who stumbled to the ground. According to the New York Post, the weapon jammed at one point, prompting the gun to fix it so he could keep firing. He then fled down an alley and was last seen in Central Park. So I'm not going to actually show the video of him shooting and assassinating the guy because, one, that's against YouTube terms of service, and two, I'm not going to show something like that to you guys. I'm just here to report it. And then the Colin Rugg again says that the apparent assassin who murdered United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in Manhattan used a silencer, according to CBS New York. Well, we could probably see that as with the picture down below. NYPD has released photos of the suspect and is now offering $10,000 reward. Police were seen performing CPR on Thompson after the suspect carried out the attack and fled through a nearby alley. It is believed that the suspect waited hours for Thompson, with some reports claiming he waited overnight. At approximately 6:40 a.m. in front of the Hilton Hotel, the perpetrator discharged a firearm, striking the 50-year-old male victim in the chest and causing his demise. The police statement said. NYC Mayor Eric Adams said the attack appeared to be targeted. We want to be clear to New Yorkers that this does not appear to be a random act of violence. And that's what's here. But now we have something a bit more crazy, right? We have some Ars Technica pretty much saying this. United Health uses AI model with 90% error rate to deny care, lawsuit alleges. Goes on to say here, United Healthcare, the largest health insurance company in the U.S., is allegedly using a deeply flawed AI algorithm to override doctors' judgments and wrongfully deny critical health coverage to elderly patients. This has resulted in patients being kicked out of rehabilitation programs and care facilities so far too early, forcing them to drain their life savings to obtain needed care that should be covered under their government-funded Medicare Advantage plan. That's all according to a lawsuit filed this week in the U.S. District Court for the District of Minnesota. The lawsuit is brought by the estates of two deceased people who were denied health care coverage by United Health. The suit also seeks class action status similarly for similarly situated people, of which there have been tens of thousands across the country. The lawsuit lands alongside an investigation by Stat News that largely backs the lawsuit's claims. The investigation's findings stem from internal documents and communications the outlet obtained, as well as interviews with former employees of Navi Health, the United Health subsidiary that developed the AI algorithm called NHPredict. By the end of my time at the Navy Health, I realized I'm not an advocate, I'm just a moneymaker for this company. Amber Lynch, an occupational therapist and former Navy Health case manager, told Stat, "It's all about money and data points," she added. "It takes identity out of the patient, and I hated that." AI-based denials. Goes on to say here that according to the lawsuit, United Health started using NHPredict in at least November 2019, and is still in use. The algorithm estimates how much post-acute care a patient on a Medicare Advantage plan will need after an acute injury, illness, or event, like a fall or a stroke. Post-acute care can include things like therapy and skilled care from home health agencies, skilled nursing homes, and inpatient rehabilitation centers. It's unclear on how NHPredict works exactly, but it reportedly estimates post-acute care by pulling information from a database containing medical cases from 6 million patients. Navi Health uses managers plug in certain information about a given patient, including age, living situation, and physical functions. And the AI algorithm spits out estimates based on similar patients in the database. The algorithm estimates medical needs, length of stay, and discharge date. But Lynch noted to Stat that the algorithm doesn't account for many relevant factors in a patient's health and recovery time, including comorbidities and things that occur during stays, like if they develop pneumonia while in the hospital or catch COVID-19 in a nursing home. According to the Stat investigation and the lawsuit, the estimates are often draconian, For instance, on a Medicare Advantage plan, patients who stay in a hospital for 3 days are typically entitled up to 100 days of covered care in a nursing home. But with NH Predict, patients rarely stay in nursing homes for more than 14 days before receiving payment denials from UnitedHealth. When patients or their doctors have requested to see NH Predict's reports, UnitedHealth has denied their request, telling them the information is proprietary according to the lawsuit. And when prescribing physicians disagree with UnitedHealth's determination of how much post-acute care their patients use, their judgments are overridden. So that's what's going on here, right? And we'll do a few of those favorable winnings here. We're not going to do everything. But it says here, the use of the faulty AI is not new for the healthcare industry. While AI chatbots and image generators are currently grabbing headlines and causing alarm, the healthcare industry in the U.S. has a longer record of problematic AI use, including establishing algorithmic racial bias in patient care. Okay, well, now we're using the buzzwords here. But what sets this situation apart is that the dubious estimates NH Predict spits out to seem to be a feature, not a bug for UnitedHealth. So, yeah, I think people have a legitimate reason to wanting to assassinate the CEO and all that. But yeah, it's still, this is crazy. But we have this here, right, guys? We have this here where far leftists are really just losing their minds. They're actually glorifying this, right? And this is a huge problem, and I'm going to explain to why. But it says here, this is on Reddit, saying UnitedHealth CEO Brian Thompson shot and killed outside Manhattan Hotel, and the people are pretty much glorifying this. I sent thought and prayers, but I think I need prior authorization. Look up pro-public journalism pieces about UnitedHealth Care. You'll see there will be no lack of suspects nor much sympathy from many of their insured. Because honestly, this is definitely going to end up being adapted into an episode of Law and Order. Have around and find out. Thoughts and prayers. He's dead, Jim. The stalking photo. Well, that makes me a bit happy. Where was his security detail? And, this sounds much like the ending of a movie. I care a lot. And, yeah, people are obviously just joking and making fun of this, right? That's kind of like what the whole gist of this is. And, of course, we have this there, the King of Texas saying, the rest of you billionaires take note, you're next. Obviously, pretty much saying that, we're going after the billionaires, making a threat to billionaires. That's great. The problem with these leftists is that, I am not defending this company, right? From what I'm seeing here, this company seems like to be a piece of garbage. But we need the right laws and procedures to go in, right? I agree that our healthcare system in general is really bad in America. It's not good, and I obviously agree that we need a lot of things that to improve it, right? And I don't think all these insurance companies are great, right? I don't think they're amazing, and I think we would probably need some type of reform or whatever in our health policies, etc. But that doesn't mean we go out and assassinate people just because of an accusation or they're under siege, right? Or what have you. We need to have the proper procedures in place. If they are being accused of something, they need to be tried in the court of law and then prosecuted and put in jail for their misdeeds. That's kind of like how that works in this country. We don't just go and assassinate people just because of the mere fact that they may have committed something like this, right? Of course, you have President Joe Biden trying to remove that aspect. But the point being is, this is just insanity. You just don't do this, right? So, yeah, it's insane. And again, I think our ambulances as well are way too expensive. I think it's way cheaper to not hire an ambulance or not get an ambulance and go to the hospital yourself by somebody else because you're not paying thousands of dollars. I think it's probably extortion that how much you have to pay in ambulances and stuff like that. And if we can actually bring down the prices of healthcare, maybe we might actually have some things. And that's not me being for healthcare for everyone. I just think the prices are way too high. I think where people are being extorted for this and things need to be brought down. But the far leftists are glorifying this, right? They're glorifying the death of this and saying, it's good to kill billionaires. It's all good. And that's a problem, right? We can't be having this in society here where we're saying it's okay to kill people because because they disagree with you, or they've done something, or they've been alleged of something, right? That's like saying, oh, this person was alleged of killing like 2 or 3 people, and then we're just allowing it and it's A-okay, right? And then we should go and off these people for that alleged accusation. Well, it's an accusation, and it doesn't give you the right to go and off somebody because it was an accusation. That's insanity. And that's what these leftists are doing here. And I think this should be taken note. Alright guys, that's it for a video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care, my friends.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted. Cause it's algorithmic disease, the social media.